Joining us now from London is our UK correspondent, Jonathan Sacerdoti. Hello, Jonathan. Can you give us an update? What is happening? What is the exact security situation in London?
So since that statement you heard there, Shelby, the number has gone up to 22 injured, but all of them not life-threatening, they've said. However, there have been a number of people with burns, some reported to their faces, and that will have come from the fire that erupted from this improvised explosive device. And police, of course, did earlier say that this was being treated as a terrorism incident, but it's believed that that device didn't explode as planned. Possibly the detonation wasn't big enough to make the main payload of the explosive go off, and that means that many people were saved this morning on that 8:20 train when they were in the same carriage as what proved to be a terrifying experience that could have been much worse.
Now, there's reports coming in from eyewitnesses that were saying many people were trampled while trying to exit the station. Do we know how many of the injured are injured from the explosion, or is it mostly from the frenzy trying to escape?
At the moment, we don't have very good details of exactly how many of the injured were injured by the explosive itself or injured instead by, as you say, those crowds trying to evacuate the area as soon as they realized what was happening. There have been eyewitness reports, though, of people with quite bad burns, possibly some children who were caught up also in what took place during and after that explosion. In the meantime, the police are believed to be undertaking a manhunt to find out who put this device in the train, because, as we've said, there was a timer on it, which means that it wasn't a suicide attempt. It was instead a bomb that was left in the train, and the person that made that bomb or the person that left that bomb there could in fact still be at large, planning other attacks or even operating as part of a cell which could be planning attacks elsewhere in London or somewhere else in the UK.
Jonathan, we're getting now reports in that police have detained someone in connection to this event. Do we have any information on their identity?
Well, we do know that the police earlier on said that they had identified the assailant. That didn't mean that they knew who he was, but it meant that in the many closed-circuit television camera footage databases that they will have had from this attack, they will have identified one particular person who they were looking for. It could be that person that they found. It could be someone linked to that person. As yet, they're not giving away too much information, but that is certainly a good sign that shows that they swung into action and that their operation is proving successful at finding out who might be behind this. Of course, we'll stay on top of events and keep you up to date as we find out more.
Thank you so much, Jonathan Sacerdoti.